He'll bring it back looking for help. He'll start this drive firing. Got a man. It's Lions.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lions. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, no secret. This guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
White going to attack through the air. Fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. from the gun. The running back tries to hit the hole. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Right back to the well. Got enough for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. White wants to throw it. Touchdown, Baylor! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, and he missed it. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Leaves it with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Sun Devils have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Find some fresh air. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Delivers the stiff arm. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Connection to the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
the Sun Devils trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Williams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. On the move, it's Washington. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. White going to attack through the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to... that football real tight, and you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Running to the left. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And the Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. White wants to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, they execute the end route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Sun Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Using his feet. There he goes. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. With this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership, come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. White going to attack through the air. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Hauls it in. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Durr. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Give to the running back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He might want another play. White wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. It's complete on the right side. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Brown has it. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It'll be 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Finds a man by himself. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Time to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man on the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Finds his man. It's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Gives it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
The Sun Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And listen, I like this near the goal line, right? Do something a little bit different. Try to get you guys with a little bit of speed on the perimeter. Everybody brings in all those big bodies for the goal line. So be stout up the middle and not give up the run. So nice job of getting positive.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime, This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Back, and here comes the Bear offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if we're on offense, let's just stay out of our way. And we're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football. You're down, obviously, at the half. You got a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. White wants to throw it. He's got him this time. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Washington. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Grab near the marker. It's Williams. They get him down with this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it. Motion from the wide receiver.
Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. White going to attack through the air. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to find the end zone. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th.
Well, look like Boss sold this game.
Money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. He's looking to pass. That's got it. A strong defensive stand, denying this man the end zone.
This college shit pissing me off, bro.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play.
This other team.
Keep the drive alive. They couldn't
Wow.
get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Going to the ground. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds his man. It's Adams. Gets a little breathing room there as he's out of bounds at the 10.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Runs through the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
The give from the gun. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Butler. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gonna let it fly. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Taking it the other way. Oh, what a move. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as
turning it on. And he got away from the defense. takes it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to take off. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
To the air on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold
Oh,
on.
that nigga Boss tied the game. 56-56, about to go to OT.
On the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
White wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's due. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
The Bears have it with a 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Bears! They take the lead with the 6.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kick.
Nigga, Boston overtime. They instant classic right now. MSF 56-56. I'm just making sure niggas explore angles, man. Who? Nah.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defense is
Nah,
just
him and Bruce.
how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch,
Him and Bruce.
500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Sometimes you gotta let people play their game, man. I play different from you, so what I would do is different from what you would do.
So first down, we'll open up the final period. He wants to throw it again.
See, just like I said, everybody got different thoughts when it comes to their game plan.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Corralled and brought down by the defense. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd. And he throws another interception.
Why you complain? It was a good game, but in the game.
This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Yeah, watching the ball score on this drive. If he forced Boston 3rd down, it's over. You know, Boston don't like to throw under pressure. Game on the line.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away.
Told you. Why would you throw that pass, boss?
The Sun
That should have been a pick.
Long way to go to pick up the first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they scoop it up in the end zone. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
I'm watching it on YouTube.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great
I don't
job
think they're going to
pursuing,
tell.
getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism.
If I'm boss, I'm going for 2.
Come away with the safety.
If you do score.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
It's a good run, boss. Get down.
Lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the
Man,
offense.
that's not no ice at 6 minutes,
By
nigga.
running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting
Boss threw a
stops
pick.
like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Snagged in the middle. It's Gore. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down.
No ties with D lineman. No situation about game management.
He's working the middle of the field, and I don't know if that was a busted coverage, but there was nobody near him. That's just too simple.
They'll put it in play.
They gonna run. Allen gonna score in 2 plays. Fucking around. Keep icing it.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively,
You said boss threw a pick. He scored.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus
Unless I'm
season
behind on
on
this shit.
situational football. With the lead,
Oh, he threw a pick on the 2-point conversion.
we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds. Cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
White going to attack through the air. He's got his man.
Let's go, Baylor.
Touchdown Bears!
Start off the season like shit.
On in for the score. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out.
It's a regular season game, man. I done beat that nigga before.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
I told you when it's even teams, when it's even, I think even playing field. But somebody did call him out the other day. Ty said that nigga can only win when he got high overall teams like Ohio State.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. Gets it out.
That's what nigga said in the chat.
Short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
It's different in the slums.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
and try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
He unleashes a long one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defense, offensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Finds its way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Got him downfield. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw again. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Williams. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that
play
much,
underneath.
This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now you get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee.
put Richardson on the bench? We got another 80 overall quarterback.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.